So guys, this is the view from the apartment renting at the moment. I found two kitties here, so I went and bought them some kitten food, which they're wolfing down. They're pretty hungry. But yeah, nice view here. You can smell the smoke in the air too, because it's getting colder and people's fires are going. But yeah, so I parked just behind these pines. Got a nice area to sit. Up the top of the mountain, so it's nice. There's actually a restaurant and a terrace just up here, so I'm going to go see what they've got on the menu and have a look up there. But I'll tell you what, this place is great value. Just have a look at this. So bedrooms through there. View out to the forest and a little lake down the back, but this is pretty awesome. More than what I expected. And what was this? 3 nights, 400 lei, so $130. So $45 a night, so pretty cheap. $45, what's that in euro? It's about 35 euro a night. And that fireplace works too, by the way, so apparently I've got to message the administrator and say I'm in, and if we need to, they'll come light the fire for us. But anyway, I'm going to take this plate in and give the kitties, see if they need some more food. Hello. Okay guys, back again. What I'll try and give you now is the full climb up the mountain to the gondolas from Sinaia. So the one tip I could give everyone that's visiting here is, I see a lot of tourists complaining on bookings.com and other websites that, you know, the place I'm staying is so far from the centre of town and all the attractions, and what they mean is it's high. As you can see, this is a climb. Everything is in relative distance of each other, a couple of miles, and all the attractions are readily available. It's just that people don't realise when they look at a map that Sinaia is a mountain town, you know, it's staggered down the side of a mountain. So if you're staying in one of these really nice little chalets up the top here, and there's some beautiful ones, just be prepared. This is it's a long hike up the hill to get to your chalet. And then if you're planning on taking the gondolas up the mountain, the top of the mountains up there, you can see the gondola tower. That's the first one. It's a long hike to get to the base station. So, but it's a beautiful place up here. And like I said, I'd love to get a house up here on the side of the mountain and just work from home or do whatever. And there's a fair few for sale at the moment, so this is the way up to the gondola. That's also where I'm staying. So when I finish this video, when I get back, I'll put a good review in for this little villa. It's really great value for money. 80 square metre apartment. It's up here, this place on the left. So out the front there's a really nice restaurant called Gondolas, and I'm down in there. So that's where I'm staying. So as you can see, it's beautiful, really nice. And then we continue up around the mountain. So I haven't driven this way before, so I'm sort of winging it a little bit, just looking for the sign to the gondola. I think it's left. I think I've got to take a left and then a left. But look at these houses. I mean, beautiful. This is just idyllic. And look at that. Just tucked away up in the side of the mountains. Look at this one here, beautiful. So yellow sign there means priority road, which means I don't have to give way there, even though it's a sharp left turn. But word of advice in Romania, even though you have the priority road sign, always have a quick look, because you just don't know if someone's going to stop or obey or give way on their side. Yeah, this is outstanding up here. This is just see these people? This guy's trudging along. There's another guest house here, look at that, really nice. But that poor guy back there, I guarantee you, they've set off from the bottom of the hill like these people, thinking that it's not that far to go. But it's actually a massive walk. Look, if you've got a few hours and you love climbing and camping and things, then that's fine. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Can we go up here? Don't know. Wonder if this is... I wonder if I take a ticket. Okay, that's that gate system's actually wasn't here last time. That's why I took a bit of a double take, thinking it's a bit strange, what's going on here? So I know it's up this way. This is that last final steep climb. Because the last time I came here, it was winter. I got dropped off down the bottom and I actually walked up here, and it was full of snow, really difficult to walk around. But here you go. So there's the all the gondola cars going up. Alright, so this is where you rent all your skis and ski boards and things. So these will be booming for business not long. But yeah, I'll sign off here and then head up the top and show you the gondolas. So the snow cannons here waiting for... This is one of the ski runs that comes down here when it's snowing. It's obviously no snow at the moment, but the snow gun's there ready for to boost if they need to. But it's one of the bottom of the ski runs there. Oh. And the cable cars, the gondolas going up there. It's a two-stage gondola. So one takes you up to 1,400 feet and the other one goes up to 2,000. So yeah, pretty different now. It's full of grass and everything, and normally this is the snow season. Everyone's bucketing down here on their skis. I better put my mask on as well. Waiting for my gondola to come around. It's like I said, one of the ski runs. There's no snow at the moment, it's just grass, but it'll fill up sooner or later. First time coming up here during anything other than winter, so doors close automatically. First time I thought I was on this, I thought, geez, this is so slow, and then in a second it just sort of picks up the runners up the top and kicks into gear. So here we go. Speed on, and I tell you what, I'm not a fan of heights. I don't like heights at all. And there's some areas here where these towers are actually really, really tall, and you just look down and think, whoa. But coming up here, look, I think it's equally as magic whether you come up here in winter, you come up here any other season. For me, I just like the cooler seasons, and now autumn with the leaves changing colour. You know, it's absolutely spectacular. And I'll show behind me when we get a bit further up, so you get a better idea of the view. But for anyone that's watching for the first time, again, this is what these are called the Bucegi Mountains. So sometimes people get them confused with the Carpathians. The Carpathians are a little bit further north. But yeah, this is a fairly, I mean, you look at that now, that's just spectacular. And that is now a big drop down there, so this is where I start to look down and think, oh. But yeah, I tell you what, these, when you come up here in winter and these pine trees are just covered in snow, it just looks beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So I don't know, maybe one of the earlier videos when I spliced them together, you'd notice there were some mountain bikers down the bottom, because they get on the gondolas too and right up the top, because there's mountain bike. There's about 4 trails that are open. So they can whiz down from the top. And up there to the right, about sort of 1 o'clock position, that's actually a hotel up there. So you can drive up to that level. It's It goes from tar to dirt track, but relatively good dirt track. But you can drive up there. It's an old, sort of old, I suppose, 60s, 70s style, that old communist type architecture, and hasn't really changed. But cozy. I haven't stayed there, but looks cozy enough. And if we're really lucky, we might see a bear, because there are a lot of bears around here. Romania's got the biggest remaining black bear population, wild black bear population in Europe. So actually today's going to be a bit of a new one for me, because I've taken this stage up to 1400 meters, which is pretty much that top pylon up there that you can see, a little bit further than that, and that's where this stage ends. And the next stage goes up over 2000 meters, and from memory I think it's not single gondolas like this, it's actually just like those the big old single cars which fit about 15-20 people in. And I just looked at it last time and thought, oh, I don't know, it just looked very steep, very sort of old and rustic, and I thought, oh man, do I really want to go on that? But I thought, no, bugger it, I'll give it a go today. So there are a few people down the bottom starting to come up, maybe because they're sort of 11ish now, yeah, probably about right. But that's I think that's the one there, I'm not sure. Was that the old one? But that thing there just looks, I mean, they're really old school looking towers, and but there's actually, I think, more people coming up than going down at the moment, because every one of these gondolas coming the other way looks pretty empty. So actually they might have sealed this road most of the way now, because I'm assuming this is the road to get up to the top. But yeah, most of the cars coming the other way appear to be empty, so. But yeah, this is the last climb, the last little climb up to the first station. Actually, I could be wrong about the second stage going up, because I just saw a different coloured car heading up further, like a blue coloured car, and I think that was still single. So the guy that wasn't far ahead of, oh yeah, this is the old station there, look at that. See, this guy was in the gondola in front of me on his mountain bike. He hasn't wasted time heading down the track. That's the old hotel I was talking about. That's the old style gondola in there, those metallic cabin things. I mean, yeah. Ah, yeah, that's the other gondola over there, Gondola Carp. So that's the one that goes further up the top here, and that's a pretty steep climb. But yeah, I need to go and find a coffee and grab some meat. So the door will open in a sec automatically. There we go. I can jump out. So that's the second stage over there, which runs up, straight up. So I'll go jump in one in a sec. The first thing I need to do is go and grab a coffee. That's the Base Station. So they're the rescue guys. Yeah, this is very different. The last time I came here, this was covered in snow, with people skiing. So that's a ski run there. You can see again snow cannons. So that's a advanced ski run. You can see it's pretty steep. So one there on the left, one on the right. But yeah, I'll go up a little bit further in a sec, but that's the view so far from this stage. But what I want to do, go and get something to eat and a coffee. I need a coffee, dying for a coffee. Mazua.
Ja.
Aveți cafea?
Da, vă aduc eu. Câte cafele?
Cappuccino.
Imediat sunt pe.
Da?
Sau, intrați dumneavoastră înăuntru și...
Bine, bine. Okay guys, so this is the one going up to the next stage, up to 2000. That's the old, I don't even know if that still works or not, I'm not sure. That's where the first stage gets off. 14 degrees at the moment according to the sign. It's the rescue guys' hut down there because they'll be busy during the season once the snow comes. So this one here has got a wicked steep climb. Like you can see the tower. That's the one coming down. And you look at the ground, you think you're going to smash into this fence. Whoa, it just clears it. But yeah, this almost goes vertical, this one. I suppose that gives you a better perspective if you look back down there. That's the ski lifts for when the snow season's running. But yeah, it's a pretty sort of freaky one, this one, because like I said, I'm not a big fan of heights, but this one is really, this is really high up. I mean, that is a massive gap down to the bottom. And then as you're going over this, you look and you think there's no actual bloody tower in the middle of this. This section of cable is just self-supporting between the tower that we left and the next tower up there on the ridge. So you're kind of thinking, come on, come on, come on, get to the ridge, get to the ridge. Like I said, I'm not a fan of heights. I can't stand heights. When you're tethered to something, it's a different story. But when you're not, I don't know, I just get that sense of vertigo very easily. But beautiful, beautiful scenery up there. I mean, geez, you know, absolutely stunning, spectacular. So actually a little, starting a few specks of snow over there on the peaks. Late October, early November, it's not unusual to get your first bit of snow around here. So yeah, everything will be running here. It's just amazing that at the moment in autumn, you know, no snow up here yet, green, brown, but give it another 6 weeks, place will be covered in snow, the ski runs will be going, the ski lifts will be going, the snow guns will be pumping the snow out. Yeah, look at this. This is like I said, this is a pretty spectacular ride here if you get the chance to come and do this. Obviously, like I said, I don't like heights at all, so I sort of just grin and bear it. And but yeah, that really big main chasm is over with. That's the one that gets me back there, that, like I said, that big stretch. I mean, this is a lengthy stretch as well between pylons, but there's only, I mean, the drop is not, it's still substantial, but it's not that deep. And once you get over this little bit here, the depth from the gondola to the ground is not actually that high. So look, I hope this lasts until I get up the top. Got about 8% battery power left, which is a bit of a bummer because I want to capture this whole ride in its entirety for you guys. You can see the other ski lifts, etc. up there, and then on the other side you can see the ski run chairs, so the ski chair lifts. When you put your snow skis on, sit on those. But wow, that's a ride in itself, man. That's pretty steep. To just be sitting on those chairs with your legs dangling over the side. It's amazing too that when you look at these pylons, you look at the pylons and you think those ones, some of them are not actually, they're not, look, I know engineers work on this and engineers know what they're doing, and you know, that's what engineering's all about. But you look at those pylons, you think they're on an angle and they're supporting the length of that rope and the weight coming up. And you think, oh man, you know, I hope the engineer that worked on this is worth his weight in gold and got his engineering qualifications from the right university. So this is the last, I suppose, gap climb with the drop, which I'm very, very happy about, believe me. It's actually pretty warm in these things. There's no, actually there are the little sliding windows at the top, so on the way back down. I might unlatch those and slide them down because, yeah, it's pretty warm in here. Because you're sitting in a Perspex box in the sun. Wow. So you can see the change in scenery too. Obviously the higher you get, you come above the canopy line, so you're above the tree line here. So this is just turns into open plain again, or just plainless alpine mountain. And on a cloudy day, on a foggy day, you're above the cloud line here as well. So the clouds literally sit down probably about halfway between the valley floor and where we are is where the cloud level sits. So yeah, but just amazing again to think that